Hello, Brickdark here. Today I'm reviewing the Imperial landing craft, which when released in 2007 had 471 pieces, 5 minifigures, and retailed for $50 in the United States. So here is the TIE Pilot, and this is the older style, which used the old Stormtrooper helmet in black, with little printing, the only printing being up here. You have that breathing apparatus, no back torso printing. This is a 2007 figure, and this was one of the last times this style of TIE Pilot was used, because they introduced that new helmet, the new helmet piece, which looks much better in 2010, and I can't recall there being many like TIE Fighter sets from between 2007 and 2010. Underneath, you'll just find a black head, which is what all the other figures have under their face. Before the angry clone face, I still prefer the angry clone face because it's actually a face and not just black. It's black nothingness. But yeah, that's it for the TIE Pilot. You get 2 Stormtroopers in this set, and they come with one of 2 for the new for the time blaster molds. This was the first year they were introduced. And to get both types of them in the set is really cool. And I mean, they're commonplace now, but back in the day, this was like mind-blowing. You have some printing, which I think looks a little bit odd without any printing on the hip piece. Some very just pretty simplistic torso print, as well as a simplistic helmet print. But this is very similar to the ones they were using for a very long time, with the main difference being the black head as to the reddish brown or yellow head they used for ones in the past. Beyond that, not too much interesting about this guy. The other 2 figures in this set are Stormtrooper Commanders, and they are exactly the same as the normal Stormtroopers, except they have this nice pauldron piece, which I don't think came in too many sets, if any other ones. It's a slightly wider cut than what they use today, and it's that older material. You can see they have like the sniper long rifle build, well, not build, piece. And beyond that, it is the same figure at the core. My version has a little bit of a smaller mouth compared to the other ones, but it's really not much of a difference. I did buy the set used, so there's not too much else going on with these figures. Let's take a look at the Imperial landing craft. As for the Imperial landing craft itself, I'd say it holds up pretty well with today's standards. It's a little bit dated, but it's not as dated as some other things from around the same time. Starting at the front, you have this cockpit, which is pretty loosely attached. It's only attached via one clipped-on plate, so it can pop off easily. You can adjust this as you like. You can remove the windscreen and place your TIE Pilot figure in there. And inside there is just a little control panel with a print and a translucent red grill piece. That attaches very easily. There's some green, what I can only assume to be blasters or lights underneath. And then you have some cannons on either side, and this is part of a play feature where if you push on this, shoots out that older rubber-tipped missile piece, and that's present on both sides. Very easy to load it back up, and you're ready to go again. Now, to access the main interior of this, you flip up all of these, which are attached kind of loosely, and they can pop off rather easily. I think nowadays these would be like one big build. And you can see in there's some bombs as well as that mechanism for the cannons. There's not too much space, however, and I didn't realize this until I went to put the figures in, this is actually how you get inside the interior. So what you do, you take off this red piece right here, and this other red piece at the back. Come on. It is a little bit difficult, especially this back one. Okay, got it. So, and then you can place your figures inside. There's a little blaster rack, and when this was shown in the instructions, I thought this was supposed to be like a feature that you could, I don't know, but like neither build looks that good on its own. If we're being honest, this could work as a base, kind of, but this especially does not look that good. So, I mean, it is a nice way to, it is a unique, cool way to get the figures in. And then you can just attach the two red bits, again, very easily. There's some landing gear, which is just one piece, and it's older landing gear, so you have to take it off if you want the landing gear not to be present in flight mode. But that's not going to do that because it's kind of difficult. On the back, you have some nice engine detailing. And another play feature is these little red bits where if you push down on them, I said if you push down on them. Well, anyways, what's supposed to happen is the bombs, these little builds for bombs, which are just a red stud and lime green translucent cone piece. You can load them in right here, and then you press down on this, you press up on it like that, and then they fall out. It's very easy to put them back in. I was just using it wrong because I'm silly. Then seals up very nicely. One final feature of this set is you can turn this and the wings fold out for flight mode, which looks very nice as well. Interestingly, in the instructions they lock this mechanism with a Technic rod or something until you finish it, and then you take that rod out, which is one of the only times I've seen in a build where you take off a piece as part of the instructions. Beyond that, you have this nice wing build. It uses a lot of big pieces. It is only attached via studs, though I will say this is a bit more sturdy than the 2001 Imperial shuttle, but I would still recommend, if you want to pick it up, grabbing it by this part of the shuttle. And beyond that, there's not too much else going on here. So let's take a look at the instructions, and then I'll give my final thoughts on this. Instructions are very large and like a comic book. You have nice shot at the back, some ads for Lego Club, rest in peace, some ads for the other 2007 wave sets. I own that ATST. It's one of the best ATSTs. And this was the dawn of battle packs. I don't have either of these, but I might get the droid one day. On the back shows some of the features, and I really thought that was supposed to be some sort of like flight feature, like dropping it down, but no, it's to get the figures in, which I think is a cool idea. Some other shots of the set, and then not too much else in the instructions. So overall, should you buy the Imperial landing craft secondhand? I say yes. While the set might have aged a little bit, I still think it's a cool set and much better value than the $90 2018 one. Considering both ships were about the same size, and the 2019 one had, I think, the same amount of minifigures, you're really better off going for this one for about the same price. Considering this is probably about $90 now, and that 2018 one, which retired, is probably $120. You're much better off getting this one. The figures, yeah, they might be a bit dated, but still, it's a cool remnant from the past. And there's a lot of features on the set for a $50 set, especially back in 2007. You have launchers, bombs, rotating wings, and the ability to disconnect the two, which, while it might kind of look stupid, it still is a feature. So overall, I'm going to give this set an 8.5 out of 10. It's not the perfect set, and it has aged a bit, but I do say, If you're getting an Imperial landing craft, get this one. It's just a much better value. And it doesn't feel like you're being robbed. Anyways, that's it for this review. See you guys later. Peace.